Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the coronavirus in Asia. So I'm filming here in Macau. Let's go check out the room. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. I'm filming here in Macau. I'm going to share a little bit about Macau, and you can see a little bit of it. And a lot of times I do film Macau, and I just want to share this one. This was like nothing, like 2 months ago. I haven't been around. I left Macau during about a month ago after Chinese New Year. So I'm just going to walk with the camera, show you a little bit of Macau, and talk about the coronavirus. As you can see in this particular city, everyone's wearing masks. So if you see anybody with a mask, you should be very surprised. You cannot ride on a bus without a mask here. And there's a guy without a mask, one of the construction workers. I think they're also tearing up all the stuff here in Macau too. This is a big bus station, so I guess there's not much activity with the coronavirus, so they're taking the opportunity to do the construction. Okay, but I don't know how much you really want to know about Macau. You probably want to know about coronavirus in Asia. I just came back to Macau, and I'm going to start right away. I had to go through the Hong Kong immigration. Even on the motorcycle they have a mask, right? So I had to go through immigration in Hong Kong, and it was kind of interesting because I've been outside of Macau, Hong Kong the last 5 weeks or so, and there's more people with masks. Even this guy has a mask with a... Okay, let's try to get across here. And when I went into Hong Kong, if you had just been in the last 14 days, if you'd been in Iran, Italy, South Korea, Hubei, China, or I can't remember if Japan was on the list or not, but the other ones were. And you might not be able to get into the country of Hong Kong, which is interesting because I've been outside of Hong Kong, Macau for the last 5 weeks, and everywhere I went was like, not everywhere, but Philippines was, you know, nobody from Macau, and they're expanding that now. So other places are doing that too, including, I think Thailand now is doing, they have 11 countries. So. Oops, I guess he's doing... so anyways, there's 11 countries for Thailand that they've banned, including all the top ones, plus China, Macau, Hong Kong. So I'm seeing more and more places that are not letting people in from Macau. And I will tell you one thing about Macau. There's only 10 cases here, and all of them are already resolved. So they're not even a case anymore. Let's see if we can get across here. So, okay, got 33 seconds. It's empty out here. Interesting. So usually this is a packed of tourists. Usually there's tourists all the way up and down here. And it looks like they're doing all this construction here too, just like they're doing it there. So they must be taking this period of time without many tourists around to be able to do a lot of construction. And I hear jackhammers everywhere too. I guess I see something up there. The top, there's some construction. Is that where that jackhammer's coming from? Anyways, that's all under construction. All of that is. Okay, man, this is crazy. Yeah, welcome to Macau. Dang, all this stuff is under. I guess they don't have tour buses right now, so all those signs I think are like directing tourists basically, and those are down too. Okay, so basically coronavirus in Asia. So yeah, there's more travel bans, so it's actually kind of makes it, and that's also under, so it also makes it interesting too, because that means it's going to be harder and harder to travel, because you know, let's say that I'm been in any one of those countries, you know, and then suddenly their numbers go up, and then suddenly you can't get to the next country anymore. So nobody really expected that, you know, Korea, Italy, and Iran, 3 very different locations, would all skyrocket in numbers. Like that alone is really interesting. I am going to talk more about Indonesia and Philippines and Thailand, because I was in all of them recently. But I also just want to add that for United States, like, I don't think that they're ready. That's me walking right there. Just walk and talk like that. So I don't think they're ready at all. So basically United States, it sounds like they don't have enough cases. They're like Korea, they're doing 10,000 cases a day. They're testing for that many. And in and here United States, it's like they've only done like 500 total. And I saw just today they were saying that in Seattle, there's this kind of skyrocketing, and it's just been infesting for quite a while. They haven't really been testing. They're not really taking it very serious. When I listen to the congressional hearings, they don't really know much about it. They're not really informed. And these are like the health officials, the top people in the United States who don't even know, you know. And then I hear, you know, they keep politicizing. They're more involved about, you know, political points and how to get a political point, you know. So they're talking about how, you know, the Republicans are saying it's the Dems are doing a hoax, and the Dems are saying the Republicans are who knows what, and on and on and on. And it's like, man, just resolve the issue, come on. So so anyways, that's my feeling about that. So I think that number is going to go up quite a bit. But meanwhile in Asia, they're really like Macau, look at everybody, you know, like 10 cases, they've all been resolved, and everybody has a mask on, and they're telling everybody, you know, not to leave, not to go outside, you know. So you know, and usually these streets are really crowded, and they're not at all. So like that says a lot too. Let's see, we're at about, we're at 6 minutes. I don't want to go too long. So okay, so the United States, let's go to Macau, Hong Kong. So now Hong Kong cases keep going up. They're at 100 and something, and they seem like they're going to go up a little bit continually. I'm not sure exactly the reason why. I did see some protests planned, and I think a lot of it is like, well, when I saw that they were, I think they were banning people from coming who had been in Korea, Iran, and Italy, but I think China said, oh, you know, Hubei province, which kind of implies that, you know, other people from China can maybe come and go, I guess. I'm not really sure, which is quite contradictory to where a lot of other places where they're just banning anybody that's been there in the last 14 days. So so I don't know, maybe there's some controversy about that. Maybe if somebody wants to research a little bit more and inform me a little bit more about the specific details, but that's just the little bit that I know. Malaysia cases just jumped up. So I was just in Malaysia, I flew there from here. I have a lot to say about that, but I might keep it for another video. But those cases are going up as well, and unlike the Philippines had a let's see if we can go across here now. So Philippines had a ban, but some of these other countries did not. And Philippines, they haven't gone up at all, so they're still at everybody here has a mask. All these motorcycle guys. It's funny. Okay, so try to get across here. So they did a ban right away, and actually their numbers haven't really gone up at all. And when I was in Philippines, and I was there for a while, it was actually quite comforting. Like I didn't really feel like I had to worry too much, you know, unlike some of these other places. But I knew that anybody that was in the Philippines had already been through the 14-day process, otherwise they couldn't get in. So that, I think they really made the right decision. I was really impressed and felt good about it. I was also in Thailand where they weren't doing that, and I was like, man, I don't know, this could really be, you know, I don't know how things are spreading, but it could spread really easily with, you know, with a lot of tourists that keep coming in and out and not really having any ban. So, but now Thailand changed that, so now they have an 11-country ban. But I think that they're doing something called a, it's a kind of an interesting system. So they said that, you know, if you go to Thailand, it's 14 days that you have to tell them what hotel you're in, and you just have to stay put and self-isolate yourself for 14 days in the hotel. So I don't know how many tourists are actually going to do that. You know, most people don't have a 2-month vacation to do 14 days just to stay in the hotel. You know, usually people hit the ground running pretty quickly. So let's see, I'll also talk about Indonesia. Indonesia had no cases, which was pretty suspect. They just had 2 recently. Then I heard a bunch of rumors too that they think there's a lot more. There's some, I guess there's like a Japanese national, and then when he was in some bars in Jakarta, the nightlife area. So one of those bars was called Amigos, another bar was another one called, they're in this area called Kamang. So all of those are now closed temporarily. They're just like trying to clean it out and wait so many days just to make sure there's no virus or whatever that's lingering somehow and all this kind of stuff. So So anyways, yeah, basically a lot of people said that that one was underreported and that could go up quite a bit. So so there's a, I don't know, let's see what happens. But yeah, of course also Bali, I saw lots of stories where people from Bali were, people from China were going down to Bali, or Korea too, were going down there and just kind of hanging low for a while, wait till everything goes away. But then that means that, you know, they might be bringing it with them, right? So who knows? So there was that kind of stuff going on when I was in Bali, which is another place I was at, and I was also in Jakarta and Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand, and Malaysia. So okay. Anyways, you're kind of getting a sense for Macau. I'm just going to wrap this up pretty soon. I'll try to do some more coronavirus stuff. I'll try to do it regularly. I think some people are definitely interested. When I put up these kind of videos, people are responding and looking. And yeah, Macau, I'll just kind of give you a quick, but basically you cannot ride a bus in Macau without a mask. So everybody has a mask, and as you can see, they're all pretty much wearing it as well. So nobody's going without one. So I kind of really feel like, you know, some of these countries like Macau and Korea are on top of this stuff. But then when I look at other countries, like the ones with low numbers, like it could be just infesting in there. They need to get their test kits together, start testing. United States is a good example of one that's really dropping the ball as to this date, but it could change around real quick if they get things together a little bit more. And then other places, they just don't have the money, so there's no real excuse for a wealthy country. But some of these other countries, you know, like Indonesia, Cambodia, I don't think they're really testing and are letting a lot of people in, and so I don't know, we'll see what happens. So anyways, that's the update, and you get a little taste of Macau streets in the process. Chiquinha, chiquinha.